Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Brown Bears First Year Chatter. It gives me great pleasure right now to welcome to the show from the Brown Women's Gymnastics team, the incoming freshman class, the class of 2024. Ladies, thank you for joining us, and I'll introduce each of you individually as we get to know a little bit more about you. We'll start with a lady from New York, Asta Salilia Farrell. Asta, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great. Well, thank you for being with us. From Neenah, Wisconsin, Charlotte Intercazzo. Charlotte, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
Well, thank you for joining us. From Downers Grove, Illinois, Lauren Kramer. Lauren, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Thank you for being with us, Lauren. From Valley Village, California, Allie Lowe. Allie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for being with us, Allie. From Colorado Springs, Colorado, Paige Richter. Paige, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Paige, thank you for being with us. From Springfield, Missouri, Lara Swords. Lara, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Thanks for being with us, Lara. From Weston, Connecticut, McKenna Weiner. McKenna, how are you?
Great, thanks.
Thanks for being with us. And also from Devens, Massachusetts, Angela Zing. Angela, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Well, thank you for being with us. I know your collegiate careers haven't exactly started the way that you would have thought, right? Being on campus in the fall semester, it's been a little bit of an adjustment, but you're probably used to that, right? The way that your high school careers ended in the spring with virtual learning. Asta, I'll start with you. What's it been like for you this fall? I know you ladies have been allowed to take, I think, one class remotely. What class have you been taking and how has it been going?
I've been taking French, not necessarily in my concentration, but something I've always wanted to do. And I thought this was kind of be a perfect time to do that. It was definitely a surprise when they said we were staying home, but I think I adjusted well, and I took silver lining of this, getting more time with my family. So it's been pretty good.
Charlotte, I'm assuming for you, like just about everyone, did your senior year end with learning remotely? Is that accurate?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're probably, unfortunately, a little bit used to this, right? I mean, I think we've all become used to, I guess we call it the new normal.
Yeah. It's been a strange adjustment, but it's definitely, they've handled it very well, putting us in small groups when possible so we can interact with people the best we can.
Lauren, you're out in Illinois. I'm curious, what class have you taken this trimester and how's it going?
I'm taking Computer Science 111, and I think it's been great. It's been a really good class to learn online since most of the content is on a computer anyways. So yeah, it's been a good adjustment to online learning for sure.
Allie, you're out in California, and it's a good thing because here in Providence, we just got our first snowfall of the year today. So the weather's probably a lot nicer where you are than where we are right now.
Yeah, it's actually been chilly. It's like 50-ish degrees, which is weird. I have my heat pack. I'm cold.
I would imagine you're probably still looking forward to joining your teammates and being here in Providence after the winter break.
Yeah, I am, definitely.
Yeah. Paige, you're out in Colorado Springs. How has the remote learning been going for you? Again, only one class, so not a full workload, but what class have you been taking and how's it been going?
So I actually chose not to take class this semester because I got an, oh my God, am I frozen? No. Okay. Yeah, okay. Sorry. No, I had an internship instead that's been taking up a lot of my time. So I chose not to take a class this semester.
Oh, great. Do you mind sharing with us what that internship?
Yeah, I'm working on the Hickenlooper Senate campaign right now. So it's ending pretty soon. But yeah, I really loved it. It's been a really good experience.
That is wonderful. Lara, how about you? Have you been taking an online class this trimester?
Yeah, I am taking a first year seminar botany course, which has been really cool. It's kind of a different facet of science than I'm used to, but I've enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. McKenna, how about you?
Yes, I'm taking biotechnology and medicine, which I've really been liking. I'm pretty sure that I'll be concentrating in biology. So this has been like a really cool topic to learn about, and the professor is great and I love the content.
Angela, it also says in your bio that you would like to concentrate in computational biology. Is that correct?
Yes.
And what class have you been taking this trimester, or have you been taking one?
I've been taking Intro to Physiology, and it's a really good class. I love the professor. And one of our other teammates is actually in the class too, so she's been a really big help.
Oh, that's great. Let's talk about some of, maybe your high school accomplishments or just other things. Asta, we'll go back to you. Asta, you qualified for the Junior Olympic Nationals last year. What was that whole experience like?
It was very exciting. It was my first year qualifying. The year before I was the alternate, so I missed it by a little bit, which was a little bit disappointing, but I'm really glad I got the opportunity. It was definitely something I've kind of always looked forward to or always dreamed about. So having the chance to actually go and actually experience it was really, really amazing.
Charlotte, you won the all-around vault and beam state titles in 2018. Congratulations to you on that. And I'm assuming in 2019, did it get cut short before the states came around this year or this past year?
Yeah, so our 2020 season got cut very short. So we didn't have a chance to make it to the state qualifiers or any of the regional or national levels, but it was really fun to compete before the pandemic.
Lauren, you won the 2018 Aerial Excellence Award. Can you explain to us what that is?
Yeah, so that's an award that my club gives out every year, and it's given to someone who really embodies like what they want to have in a gymnast, someone who's, working hard in the gym and also trying to make the changes that, they want to see, being really flexible and trying to apply that to all aspects of your life, not just in gymnastics.
Well, congratulations on that award. Allie, it says that you were an alternate for the Pan American Maccabi Games in 2015 and 2019. As an alternate, did you go with the team to Santiago in Mexico City, or tell us about that? That must have been exciting.
Yeah, so I didn't. So gymnastics is only in the Pan American and the Israel Games. So I went to the trials for the Israel Games, which were in Oklahoma I don't remember what year, a few years ago. And then the other one's more like virtual tryouts, and I just was named the alternate, but unfortunately didn't get to go, but it was still a cool experience. And I did have some friends in younger age categories who also went, and that was cool to see and to be able to say that I was a help in supporting my country.
Am I also correct in saying that you won the vault title at the 2019 Western Championships?
I did.
That's
yeah.
impressive. Congratulations on that. What was that like?
Thank you. Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, I was kind of like, honestly, like watching the scoreboard to see like if anybody had like scored higher. And then my coach walked up to me at the end of the competition, was like, "Allie, you won!" And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And it was really exciting. And it was actually a 4-way tie, but it was really cool to have and it was my first time at like a national competition. So it was really cool to be up there
That's
representing
awesome.
my gym and representing my region. So
that is great. Paige, I want to talk to you about your connection to Brown. You had an uncle and an aunt that attended Brown. Is that correct?
Yeah, I did. It's kind of funny because I never thought that I would end up anywhere that my family had gone to. I kind of thought I'd branch out. But when Sarah started talking to me about coming here, and then I started talking to my uncle and aunt, and they told me about how much they loved it here, I kind of felt like it was the right place. So it was really nice to get to hear about their experiences, and then also, kind of compare what it's like, especially because now it's going to be extra different with the pandemic and everything. But it's cool to have that connection.
Lara, you're from Springfield, Missouri. It says you competed on the club level for Ozark Mountain Gymnastics. Now, when I see Ozark, all I think about is the Netflix show. I binge watched that during the pandemic. But tell me what that whole experience was like for you.
Yeah, so I have been to a couple different gyms around the Ozark area for pretty much my entire career, and it's been a great time. I know that a lot of people think of the Ozarks right away when they hear that that's kind of where I'm from, but it really is a beautiful area, and I'm happy to live here.
Well, great. McKenna, you made an appearance at the national championships, if I'm not mistaken. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, so I qualified for Level 9 Eastern National Championships
Unfortunately, this year the level 10 championships were canceled, as well as the regional and state. So that was kind of a bummer to end the season without those final competitions. But it was really cool to get to compete against a bunch of different girls from all along the East Coast.
You know, I want to ask some of you too. I'm sure you had choices as to where to go to school, and you chose to come to Brown University. And McKenna, I loved reading your bio. You said that shadowing a student athlete here for a couple of days is what really kind of tipped the scales for you. Can you talk to us a little bit about that experience?
Yeah, so when I came here on my official visit, it was really cool because my teammate who I was able to shadow was also a biology major. So I got to sit in on some really cool bio classes, and it kind of just like gave me confidence that I knew that Brown would have a really great biology program as well as athletic program.
You remember who that teammate was that?
Yes, Abby Pintello.
Oh, great. Angela, you qualified for regionals, the regional championships in both 2018 and 2019. What was that experience like?
It was really cool. I got to compete with a bunch of my friends, which was awesome because I remember in level 9, I was by myself. So that was a little nerve-wracking. Being with the team was so much fun, and they were all super supportive throughout it. So it was overall a great experience.
Asta, I'm curious, I'm sure you're excited to get on campus, and I would assume after the winter break. What are some of the things that drew you to Brown University? I know one of the things that a lot of student athletes point to, and a lot of students in general, it's the freedom of the open curriculum. But just tell us some of the things that made Brown University attractive to you.
Yeah, not to be cliche, but I also definitely loved the open curriculum. I want to be pre-med, but like I said before, I'm taking French, so languages are really important to me. I know 3 right now, and I'm trying to learn sign language, and that is just not something that being able to kind of concentrate in like the biology area, but also focus on language and perhaps take some physics classes. I don't know, like I just don't think that'd be as possible in other schools. And I mean, for me, academics and athletics were always super important, and Brown, or really like the Ivy League, but specifically Brown, I felt that not only was I being pushed as an athlete, but I'm also being pushed as a student, which is super important to me. And I'm just really excited. I'm really excited to start this journey.
Charlotte, I see that you list biomedical engineering as your planned concentration. What would you like to do with that ultimately?
Well, I do not plan on going down the pre-med track with that. I think I want to focus more on the engineering side of things and really help people who are impaired regain their mobility.
Lauren, mechanical engineering, is that your planned concentration? I know Brown has a terrific reputation in that particular area.
Yes, yeah, mechanical engineering is my intended concentration.
And what would you like to do with that?
In the future, I'd really like to go into energy. I think energy is a really fascinating field. So I'd like to be able to apply mechanical engineering knowledge to energy, or maybe some other field that I discover while I'm at Brown.
Allie, tell us a little bit about, did you take an official visit here to Brown, and what was that whole experience like if you did?
I did, yeah. It was really great. I already kind of knew that I loved Brown, and when I came, it was just like everyone was so welcoming, and just like seeing the girls practice, going and sitting in on classes, like it was just really like solidified that I wanted to be here.
Great. Paige, I want to talk to you about your hometown, because one of my favorite family vacations was in the Colorado Springs area. We did things like go to the top of Pikes Peak, and is it the Gallery of the Gods? Is that the name of the place? We rode horsebacks through, and
The Gods.
I mean, it was great. And then Manitou Springs, that was like a neat old Western town. We went to the zoo out there. We went whitewater rafting, maybe about an hour and a half away, but it's a beautiful part of the country.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss Colorado so much. It's super unique where you can like see the mountains every single day, and it's also very, I feel like very central in Colorado. So I'm close to Denver, and then I'm also close to some of the mountain areas where I can go ski. So I'm gonna be sad to leave it, but I'm excited for the change for sure.
So I'm going to tell you something neat about Providence that I think you'll like a lot. No matter what it is that you like to do, it's within arm's reach. We have beautiful beaches in the state of Rhode Island, which obviously I know you don't get a chance to see in Colorado. We are literally just a couple of hours away from the mountains in New Hampshire and Vermont, which if you love to ski or you love to just go and be in that mountainous atmosphere, it's up there. We're an hour train ride or car ride from the city of Boston, only 3 hours by train or car to New York City. So there's, no matter what it is you like, city life, mountains, beaches, it's all here.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely excited for the change, like the East Coast and all of the cities, because we don't have as much of that here. But I definitely will probably miss the mountains the most. Just seeing them out my window every single day, like I can see them right now out my room window, which is super cool.
Lara, are you looking forward to coming to Providence, Rhode Island?
Oh my gosh, so much. I've lived in Missouri all my life, so I'm definitely ready to not live in a landlocked state. And like I said, it's gorgeous here, but Providence really felt like home, and I can't wait to be there.
McKenna, you and Angela, and I guess Asta for that matter, aren't too far away from campus. Have you gotten a chance to experience Thayer Street at all, like on your official visit? Where all the shops, the bookstore, the restaurants are?
Yeah, since I live so local, I'm only like 2 hours away. I've actually been to Rhode Island so many times for beach vacations. I've competed a bunch for my club gym in Rhode Island for meets and stuff. And yeah, I've been able to visit the school a bunch of times since I'm so close, which is really nice because my parents and family can come see competitions in the coming years.
Angela, what's it been like during the pandemic for you? Has it been difficult to practice your craft of gymnastics and kind of stay in, shape, meet shape, so to speak?
Yeah, it's been really difficult, especially with all of the regulations now that we have to follow. And with the masks, it's hard to train, but we're getting through it and we are doing pretty good right now. So hopefully we can keep it up.
Have you all had conversations or Zooms, I would imagine, with Coach Carver Milne and Coach Villegas over the past couple of months? Yeah. And again, I'm sure, like I said, we're looking forward to having you ladies on campus. Thank you for all doing this. This is great. Just a great way for all Brown Gymnastics fans to get to know a little bit about all of you. And like I said, have a great holiday season. And we look forward to seeing you here on campus, God willing, after winter break.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.